Welcome back. I'm Sonali Krishna and you're watching Brand Equity. Come April and the Abbeys will hit the beaches of Goa once again. Historically, Goafest has been the mecca of controversies and the festival has managed to churn one out year on year without fail. And if you're wondering what's cooking for the 2012 edition, here it is. Ogilvy & Mather, India's premier advertising agency, may decide to opt out of the three-day gala. You're wondering why? Well, Kushma Patoria gets you the inside story on just that.
Goafest. Controversy's favorite child. Scam entries. Self-voting by jurors. Leaking of results. Low attendance from agencies and clients to self-claims of being the agency of the year.
We've got 37 to that 31. And if you do a camp tally kind of thing, we'll have 145 to that 129.
Tallies don't matter to me. When did you start counting chavanis that people never saw?
No, I don't think they've overtaken us on points because there were no points. So it would be a fictitious creation of somebody's imagination.
We won it for a big client whose work is known to my neighbors, my servant, my clients, the fraternity. And I think that's what matters.
We'll never stop competing. We will never stop competing.
And if that was shocking, here's the real news. In the history of the Abbeys, for the first time ever, India's premier advertising agency and the consistent winner of the Abbeys, Ogilvy, is giving Goafest 2012 a rethink.
No, we are definitely behind Goafest. We have some doubts and we have some suggestions. And it would be nice if they take them on board.
And how can one blame them, considering the rules are flouted year on year, and the exclusion of the Agency of the Year award, coupled with the increasing magnitude of scam entries, have peeved many.
By and large, it would be nice if we can come up with steps which recognize real work on real brands more. Whatever method it takes to achieve that. Like I said, if it means, honestly, I think, for example, there are too many categories in print advertising that are out there. I think it would be nice if we have lesser of those because, to be honest, there's not that much print advertising happening out there. It's an old saying, an award show is only as good as its jury, and therefore, obviously, if the recognition comes from a jury which has a proven track record, it's by people who've done a lot of work which people respect, then that much more is the credibility of the award show.
In 2011, Ogilvy bagged the only Grand Prix that was given away in the integrated category for their work on Cadbury Dairy Milk. Mudra, on the other hand, won the maximum number of medals that included a whopping 22 bronzes. But the ambiguity of whether it's the total medal tally or the Grand Prix that define the best performing agency led to some serious bad blood. The managing committee, however, continues to maintain their stance of no agency being in the spotlight and Goafest really being an award show that celebrates creativity.
As Abbeys, we give out the results in alphabetical order with a tally of gold, silver and bronze and of course Grand Prix. The reason is because we want to celebrate individual pieces of work as inspiration for all of us, which is the other side. That should we be recognizing agencies or people or the work?
I would be very interested if you pose this question to the smaller agencies. Just because the Agency of the Year title does not exist, does it mean that they get that much more spotlight? I don't think that's the case. I think this is more a question which is bothering some of the other agencies, large agencies.
While the committee's stance is clear on that one, there are issues galore. The key issue being creative agencies' erratic participation year on year. All fingers point at the organizing committee and their poor handling of the situation. If Ogilvy does actually back out, it will prove to be a huge setback for the festival and one that will force them to internalize and make some serious changes. Over the years, Goafest has earned itself many names. Egofest, Fest of Fracas, or simply a boxing ring of sorts. And why not when the governing bodies themselves have differences? We're referring to Ad Club and AAAFI, both of which have been debating the issue of owning the property and laying down the rules of the game called Goafest. Going forward, Goafest 2012 will be unfolding yet another interesting story if Ogilvy's decided to give it a miss, allowing many more Grand Prix and medals to be up for grabs. Come April, and we'll find out who takes them home.
We rest assured all developments on the Goafest, be it good, bad or ugly, will be served to you right here on the show. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Brand Equity. As always, we're eager for your feedback. So do spare us a moment and write to us at brandequity@etnow.tv. Alternatively, you can log on to our Facebook page, that's facebook.com/brandequity, and give us your feedback. You can also follow us on Twitter at Brand Equity Live. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, with a refreshingly new episode. Until then, goodbye.